Today on the channel from Mattel Elite Series 96, we got NXT UK sensation Ilja Dragunov.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 96 unboxing and review. And today, first time in the line, Ilja Dragunov. But remember, for all your wrestling figure needs, to hit up Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And Ilja Dragunov, first time in the line, how about that? We always love the first time in the liner. NXT UK champion, had to relinquish that title, of course. He did beat my boy Walter, of course, the modern day Gunther. We could talk about that a little bit here in this video as well, but very cool to get a first time in the line. And now with NXT UK kind of be folded into NXT, I have to imagine when he returns from his injury, he will be a part of the NXT roster. So I guess his future's so bright, he should probably wear shades with this figure. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's look at old Ilja Dragunov. There he is. Got the NXT UK title belt. I love the addition of the robe here, and we'll talk about that when we get him out of the package. Glamour shot, got his name. I don't know how to spell it, but I'll have to read it off there because it's going to take me a while. WWE Elite Series 96, True Effects, Certified Authentic, Ilja Dragunov, Mattel Elite, and then a dangerous glamour shot there. He's just giving him the old cold steel right there. Interesting times. And then on the back of the package, there he is. We got the tail of the tape. We got the blurb. We got the cross sell down below. Of course, we're unboxing all these on the channel. Make sure you're following along and subscribing. We will be doing the chase at the end of the week, and in that video, we'll also rank the wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned. So there it is. Looking good, though. Let's see what it says about old Ilja Dragunov. 5'10", height 210 pounds. Finishing move, the old running lariat like a young Stan Hansen. Career highlights, NXT UK champion. At NXT TakeOver 36, Ilja Dragunov did the unthinkable and defeated Walter to become the new NXT United Kingdom champion. Well, we all know wrestling is rigged then, because Walter, a favorite of mine, of course, I saw him in the Indies back in the day against PCO, and man, what a magical time that was. Been a fan ever since, a big fan ever since, and it was sad to see him lose, but he lost for a reason. We knew he was on to bigger and better things, some might say. But now we got to unbox old Ilja Dragunov here, see what all the fuss is about. There it is. See you later. So we've got Tyler Bate, we got Pete Dunne, we got Walter, we got Ilja Dragunov. We're getting some of those NXT UK guys or old school guys in the Elite lineup. I like to see that peppered in. But there he is, looking really cool. It'll be interesting, though, because as much as hardcore fans know Ilja Dragunov, what about the regular Joes that shop at Targets and Walmarts, for example? Do they know Ilja Dragunov? Will he sell very well? Will he set the pegs afire? I'm not real sure how this is going to go for him, but we'll see. First time in the line might help. The title belt and the robe might help. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but he possibly could be a peg warmer just because he doesn't have the exposure in the United States of mainstream exposure like in AJ Styles, for example, or whoever we want to use. But let's pull him out of the packaging here. Man, take some work. See you later up high, over top, up high there. And we're going to break this one down with the accessories. Oh, it looks like we got to cut the old rubber band off on him. A lot of rubber bands, a lot of twist ties lately with the old Mattel Elites. Not against it, but it does take unpacking it a little bit more work. Man, he's really wrapped up here. What are we doing? He's wrapped into the hands. Off to the races. Okay. All right. Now we're officially out of the package. And I guess since I have this in my hand, we'll start with the NXT UK title belt. We've seen this before. Of course, we did see this with Walter. This might be a little bit more glossy than the other ones we saw. We'll compare it here shortly. But it's your typical Mattel Elite title belt. Pegs in the back, of course. Looks good. NXT UK champion. Very, very cool. So we've seen it before. Then we get hands. And man, he's got a lot of hands. He comes with a gripping hand and a pointer finger. We get the opposite. So if you want to switch them up for whatever reason, I always feel like you don't need these extra hands. It's nice of them to put them in there, but really if that's the patented look, you're not going to switch the sides. I would have rather had a fisted hand or two fisted hands instead. I think that would have been a good play by Mattel. We should always have a fisted hand, as you guys know. And then we get the two open hands here. You get the kind of maniacal hand. So really choose your own hand adventure. Just don't choose a fist, is what we're saying with Ilja Dragunov here. And now we get Ilja Dragunov out of the package. Almost looking a little bit like a vampire. Got some dark circles under his eyes. Kind of hyped up, like he just had a couple of cases of Monster Energy thrown through his veins. He's got the pointer finger going. A little bit pale. Not quite as pale as that Tyler Bate figure from back in the day. But man, this is a good looking figure. Just on looks alone, I could see a lot of people not knowing who this is. You hand this to the average Joe wrestling fan, they're probably going to be a little bit confused. Even more so if you give them just a head and say, who is this? But it does look like Ilja Dragunov, so I'm okay with this. And the robe is a very nice touch, nice soft goods robe. And then you do get the kind of pleathery, plasticky, shiny black piping here, even on the forearms there of the coat as well. So a very, very nice jacket that I think will help this, because customizers might want to use this jacket for something else. But this is an old school kind of ring entrance jacket. This reminds me of something Vern Gagne or Lou Thez might have wore way back in the day. So that does look pretty awesome. Then we'll break this figure down. So he's got his red trunks. What's it say on the side? Oh my gosh, I got to read the back here. Unbesiegeable. That must be Russian. I don't know what that means on the back of his tights there, but it's all red, got the black piping, does go along with the robe. That is a nice touch. Of course, arms go all the way back. Let's just pull this off. Should we pull this off here? Let's get this off. You got to pull the hands off a lot of time. That's the best way to remove these soft goods. Gives you a little bit of a break, and you don't want to, accidentally rip the cloth or something like that with a wayward finger. We're going to get him off. And man, he's looking like an old school wrestler is what he looks like. Something that would make Lou Thez blush, of course, is what it looks here. This is old school wrestling at its finest, all the way back to NXT UK. But we get Ilja Dragunov. Double jointed pinless elbows. Always happy to see that. Hands removable, of course. Bicep cut. Arms go all the way around. Head side to side, back and forth. A good base for a custom figure here. Is a good base here if you want to put a different head or something like that on. Of course, you get the ab crunch. You get the waist articulation. He can do a big old splits. You got the thigh cut. You got the double jointed elbows. How about knees? Double jointed knees. You got a boot cut, and then you got ankles up and down. So very interesting. No elbow pads, no knee pads. This is just old school wrestling style is what this looks like. Even got kind of wrestling boots on. Not the usual big time wrestling boots. More of a almost wrestling, like collegiate wrestling boots is what it looks like here. But a very, very interesting figure. Like I said, it's a deep cut, but man, I'm here for it. Hardcore wrestling fans, people that are really into it, people that are completionists, we love stuff like this instead of, no offense, another Bobby Lashley or a Big E. We seem to get on a pretty heavy rotation. Throw me an Ilja Dragunov every once in a while, and I think that most of the hardcore fans will be happy. Of course, does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Always got to do that test. And he fits like a glove, so he fits perfect on there. Looks really good. First time in the line. Will it be last time in the line? I don't think so, but it will be a while before we get another Elite. So if you're into Ilja Dragunov, you want these, you got to search this one out. You got to pick this up. And I know where you can go. Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. But a good-looking figure. Of course, we've got Walter. Speaking of Ringside Collectibles, I think he's still up there on Ringside if you need him. An old-school Ring General Walter. He was much bigger back then. He's a little too skinny now. Is that possible? I like the big barrel Walter. That's what I liked against PCO that time frame. But he's doing big things on SmackDown, and I'm here for it. He's one of my favorite modern-day guys, so I'm happy to see him there. Happy to see Imperium all back together. I think his future is very bright as well. He might need to wear shades. These guys might have to have a shades off it when all things are said and done. But Ilja Dragunov, I do expect him to come to NXT UK. Walter's going to keep doing his thing until he gets the world title. I'm going to take it to the house. I think he will be a world champion. Can't wait to see him and Matt Riddle square off one of these days as well. That would be a good one. But there it is. That's Ilja Dragunov. There's old Walter. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All in on Ilja. There's a lot of people that collect first time in the line figures, and this would be one of them, so I understand that as well. But you guys let me know your thoughts on Ilja Dragunov. And don't forget to like this video. You made it this far. You might as well. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, including the rest of Mattel Elite Series 96. You don't want to miss a video on those, and we'll do the rankings at the end of the week, as I talked about. Don't forget about the Patreon, link in the description below. Early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content. And don't forget about the month-long. Every month we do a giveaway over there on the old Patreon, and it, of course, supports the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt, search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Ilja Dragunov, I am Kyle. We'll see you guys all real soon.